Arsenal Fan TV America, welcome back. New episode from the Pacific Northwest. Yes, we are back. A little bit of a summer vacation, but we're back full on. Of course, you know what's going on right now. It's the Euro 2024. It's been something, to watch, because to be honest with you, you wait for this 4 years, and it's a very, very highly rated competition, but not necessarily that you are going to see great football. But this year, guess what? They did not disappoint. And wow, it's been a great tournament. So we're going to talk about that. Once again, welcome back. Don't forget, hit that subscribe, and hit that like and share button, please. Before we go on and talk about the Euros, we have to talk about your beloved Arsenal Football Club. Again, we're Arsenal Fan TV America, yes, but we cover all the major tournaments around the world. But, of course, we never forget to talk about Arsenal. So, we're going to play our first game here in Los Angeles coming up. The Gunners are coming to the USA. They'll play Man United later on this month, but we're going to start with Bournemouth. So, that game wasn't really on the tour if you checked a month ago or so, or two, or before the Premier League was over. Our first game was Manchester United. Yes, our first preseason game was Manchester United. But that has been changed. And now the first will be versus Bournemouth. I think it's on the 24th of this month of July. So that will be the first real test here. Not real test, preseason test for the Gunners. And hopefully we see a solid performance. Now we leave the Arsenal, we leave the Gunners, and we go to the Euros. Man, if you haven't watched these games, I don't know if you have time to watch them all because they're all worth it, but you have to pick some games and watch some of these games. Unbelievable football. I mean, you're talking about, technique, you're talking about skill, you're talking about own goals, you're talking about referees, everything you talk about in football, they didn't disappoint, like I said earlier. So we're going to go and jump ahead and talk about the highlighted teams. For me, Turkey. I have to talk about Turkey. I thought they're going to go all the way. I thought they would be the one playing England today. And if Turkey played England today, not the Netherlands, it might have been a different story. I don't know. The highlight of this tournament for me is coaches. Of course, some players are superstars. Always players are superstars here and there. And they make the difference, like we're going to talk about for Spain, of course. The young man, Lamine Yamal. He's not even 17 years old. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about players. But coaches, for me, they make the difference. And why do I say that? Because if we go back, if the Portuguese coach did it right and didn't take his superstars out, basically, why would you take your best players out? I don't know. He did that. They lost. Portugal lost. Turkey was great, but they came in second half. They almost won the game, but they came in. Like, once again, the coach told them to sit back. They sat back till they conceded 2 goals. Yep, they sat back enough to take in 2 goals, and now they started playing, and they almost drew, but it didn't happen for them. My opinion was keep the pressure. Don't just, sit back and let them come at you. Of course, Netherlands knew that. Ronald Koeman knew that, and they went at him and scored 2 goals, and they won 2-1. So the Netherlands played England today. That's the semifinal we saw. And as you can see, the English, again, they're carrying on because of their superstars. Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Harry Kane, all these. Of course, you talk about John Stones in the back. You talk about Kyle Walker on one side, Trippier on the other side. Luke Shaw sitting outside. He's also a tremendous left back. Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, that little guy. He's not little anymore. I mean, he's a big guy in the middle, but he's still a young man, not little, but a young man. Kobe Mano. I mean, what is he, 19 years old? But manning the midfield. I mean, he was terrific also. But I don't think that they're playing to their best. I mean, England is cruising by. Yes, they're in the finals. Good for them. And that's the second time they come to the finals. And don't forget, last time, that wasn't last year, it was 3 years ago, 2021, because the Euro 2020 was played in 2021 because of COVID, of course. And it was in England. Wembley, the final, Italy, England, and Italy won. Remember Bukayo Saka's famous penalty that he failed to score. But anyways, long story short, fast forward, they're in the finals again. This time against who? Against Spain. Player for player, position for position, if you're going to compare, not saying that Spain don't have great players, but I think England has more talent. Yes, the new young, we could see the new young generation or the younger generation that's coming up for Spain. They're incredible. We can see how they, right away, when the ball's passed, someone moves. Right away. We can see also Rodri in midfield, how he's controlling. Their solid defense. So they're a complete team, Spain. They are. And they beat France once again. We all know, let's just strike back a little bit. France came from where? Beating Portugal, right? And after they beat Portugal, they now play Spain. Of course, very, very tough on this other side for whomever it is. Was it Germany? Was it Spain? Was it France? Portugal? Hefty teams. So anyways, France came after beating Portugal, right? In penalties, yes. Their best player, France, and the one that's carrying them, with all due respect to Mbappe, it's N'Golo Kante. He's carrying the team. He is definitely carrying the team. So, another mistake by a coach that cost them to get out of the tournament, Didier Deschamps. Didier Deschamps took, number one, he didn't start Camavinga, and he started Adrien Rabiot instead. And we saw Lamine Yamal scored that goal because Adrien Rabiot gave him room. But the second mistake, which was crucial, was him taking N'Golo Kante out. You do not take a player like N'Golo Kante out. There's nobody that gives more miles, corrects more mistakes, gets the ball more than N'Golo Kante. He drives you forward. Intelligent footballer, never stops running. I mean, coaches have problems with him because he never stops running. Yes, N'Golo Kante, the guy that Claudio Ranieri, when he was at Leicester City, they were in the Premier League that year with N'Golo Kante, was telling him during training to stop running a little bit. Of course, a minute later, he said he never listened. So he stopped him again and he says, listen, one time I'm going to see you on the flank, turning the ball in, and then you finishing on the other hand. That's how much running this guy on the other end, That's how much running N'Golo Kante has in him. So, again, big mistake from Didier Deschamps. Why? Because N'Golo Kante is somebody you don't take out. And the end result was they were out, exit. Today, England beat the Netherlands. They go and play Spain in the final on Sunday. That is going to be a game and a half. Now, on paper, the English should win. They need it more, not just want it more. They should want it more, but they need it more. So the English should win on paper. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I'm saying Spain is going to win, again, because of that ability that the whole team is on the same page. Good coaching, great coaching. You could see the team play together. You could see these, younger generation working together with the older generation. I think Spain is a complete team at this minute, and they're quicker, faster than England. So I'm not sure that England will lift that trophy. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to feel bad for Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice if that happens on Sunday. But great tournament. No disappointment. Unfortunately, of course, as always, referees destroyed some of the games, missed with some of the results because of their misjudgment. Even today, the England-Netherlands. But hey, it is what it is. That's the life of us. Anyone that watches, coaches, plays the game knows that referees are a big part that can affect this game negatively. Hey, don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. And this is the world of football. It's up, it's down. But today we saw the Netherlands. We felt bad for the Netherlands. I thought they should have won, but a last-minute goal by Ollie Watkins. What a goal! Ollie Watkins receives the ball, turns and scores. And it's just by the book. He didn't do a whole lot. But you see, the simplicity sometimes wins you game. But he did that in the 92nd minute and 2 minutes of overtime. So there is no way that Holland will come back or Netherlands will come back. Hard luck to them. Yesterday, hard luck to France. I did not think France will exit. I thought they're going to win it. But again, mistakes from coaches do that to you. Thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you the next episode. Thank you.